Let's go explore. So we get lucky, this whole fair here, this is in celebration of the holiday of Świętego Jana, not Świętojańska, which is coming up on June 23rd. So you can see this twice a year, in June, at the end of June, before June 23rd, and then the second time, right before Christmas. So if you want to see this fair, which I recommend you do come here during this time, then it's either not Świętojańska, June 23rd, or right before Christmas. The Dwarfs, why are they here? To make a long story short, during communism in Poland, people were trying to express their disapproval of the government by drawing dwarfs and writing slogans, anti-government slogans underneath them. And the government obviously wiped out all the slogans really quickly, but they didn't quite know what to do with dwarfs because it was art. So that was a while back, 30 years ago or something like that. And then they kind of went into oblivion for a while after communism fell apart in Poland. But then they recently just came back, and now it's a thing. They've been revived in this form, in the form of statues. Little tiny statues all around the city, and since then they've become quite an attraction.
What do you want? Who is this? Who is this knocking?
All the buildings around Main Square are very similar. They're very lofty, very beautiful, around the same height. But then you go all the way here and you see these little tiny ones. Local people call them Hansel and Gretel because it's almost like you're looking at two little children lost in a big forest. Big forest of all these magnificent lofty tall buildings in the Main Square. And you can even see that they're holding hands. There's that little bridge, and it's like those children are walking and they're trying to find their way back. But there's also a bit of a dark side to this place. As you walk through this gate, this path right here, there's been people buried here who didn't follow the instructions of their masters. And so as a penalty, they were buried, and the penalty was meant to humiliate them as people walk over them through ages. And then as you keep walking, I believe this was Old Cemetery somewhere here, which was very usual in those days to have a cemetery next to a church. But still, even despite the grim history of these houses, I think the name Hansel and Gretel are very cute, adorable.
Cute, kawaii place.
First day we came here, it was absolutely wonderful. The weather was great, the city was just beaming with life, and then today it's raining. And then that first day I didn't record anything because I thought we're gonna be here for a few days, it's fine. And now it's just raining and gloomy and dark. So lesson learned, strike the iron while it's still hot. You don't know what's in the future, do it when you can. Oldest restaurant in Europe.